I was in a certain country, and someone told me about this young man, served God faithfully, always doing the Lord's work. Then he got married. Still doing the Lord's work, but a little less. Then he had a child, and he almost disappeared from the church. He came to church based on the child's needs, everything now centered around the child, and they were telling me the child now determines when he and the wife comes to church and when they don't. From that evidence, if I am to just to judge on that, clearly something has taken position one in that young man's life. I was in another country conducting an evangelistic series, and I was staying in a little hotel, and the security guard will let me in and out, when the car came to pick me up. So the driver, of course, the driver said to him once, "Why don't you come to church with us one Saturday?" It was a month-long crusade. And the security guard said, we're Adventists, come with us. We told him, he said, "I'm an Adventist." So I said to myself, because he's working on Sabbath as a security guard. So the driver said, "If you're an Adventist, why don't you come to church with us?" He said, "I have no choice to work. I have a family." His words were, "I have no choice. I have a family." There is no such thing as "I have no choice." He had a choice, and he exercised the choice to disobey God. Now he loved God. He loved God. I was in another country conducting a crusade again. I was doing some one-on-one counseling. This gentleman came to me, tears in his eyes. He works on Sabbath. I said, "You work on Sabbath and you're crying, why don't you stop?" He said, "My wife likes nice things, and I have to work to provide them." Tears in his eyes. He said, "I want to stop, but his wife likes nice things." Now, God is a God of nice things. He made flowers. He made the trees and the birds. He's a God of nice things. If you think clearly, Calvary is a nice thing in the context of salvation. Mercy is a nice thing. But this man crying in my presence, wanting, knowing he's wrong, but in the full blast of his knowledge of his error, still going against God. He loved God, so he's crying because he's hurting God while he continues to hurt him. He hated God, biblically. Why? Because he loved the wife more than God. My brothers and sisters, too many will be lost in love. It will be tragic. I love God. I love God. Is he first in your life? No. Then you hate God. How is God truly our God? When we do what he says. How do we put God first in our lives? One word: obey him. Well, obedience. If Adam had done that, if Adam had loved God truly, sincerely, and exclusively, you and I would not be in this position today. And so I appeal to you, my friends, as you listen, identify those things in your life that come ahead of God.